You're listening to the audio production of What in the World is Going On? 10 Prophetic Clues You Cannot Afford to Ignore by Dr. David Jeremiah, published by Thomas Nelson and read by Wayne Shepherd.
Introduction: Knowing the Signs. What in the world is going on? Never before in my lifetime have I read such jarring headlines, distressing news analyses, or dire predictions for America and the world. Things are getting so chaotic that many pundits are using the term perfect storm to explain the confluence of wide-ranging food shortages, record-high fuel prices, and natural disasters. In a recent 24-hour period, major newswires carried the following disturbing reports. A cyclone in Myanmar caused upwards of 84,000 deaths, along with the loss of primary rice fields in a time of severe global rice shortages. A powerful volcano that had been considered dormant for 9,000 years erupted in Chile. A virulent new virus infected tens of thousands of China's children, causing mounting fears of a widespread epidemic. Longtime antagonists China and Japan announced a pledge of peace, friendship, and cooperation as neighbors, including a joint venture in oil refining. In resurgent Russia, newly installed President Dmitry Medvedev promptly named Vladimir Putin as prime minister, calling it the most important position in the executive power. Within that same time frame, housing defaults and foreclosures continue to fuel America's economic tailspin. As if that weren't enough bad news, oil soared to its highest closing price in the New York Mercantile Exchange since oil trading began 25 years ago, and the dollar continued to sputter against most foreign currencies. When stories like these pile one on top of the other, we can't help but wonder, what in the world is going on? As we look out at the world of the early 21st century, food shortages are producing widespread hunger in places that have previously known plenty. Outright starvation is replacing hunger in regions that have known want. Among the poorest, it has become a struggle just to survive. In Thailand, the world's leading rice exporter, prices doubled in the first quarter of this year. Food prices have fueled riots in Haiti, Cameroon, Egypt, Mexico, Philippines, Indonesia, Ivory Coast, and several other African nations. Desperation is so high in Thailand, Philippines, and Pakistan that armed personnel have been called in to protect food harvesters, supervise grain sales, and guard warehouses. A UN observer warned, "A hungry man is an angry man, and as food gets more and more difficult to access, we can expect to see more incidents of civil unrest." While natural disasters cannot be prevented,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?